Where'd it
It's
go?
gone.
Oh, it's gone because the only time it worked was in combat. You're not going to see the advantages of most of the shields until you're in combat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You can go downstairs, shoot Jack in the face, see what a gun does, but you aren't going to see what a shield does until somebody shoots you while you're wearing it. And if they ain't shot you while you're wearing it, and I mean shot you while you're wearing it enough to where it activates, because some of them are real shields. Some of them are like, yo, I don't really show you what I do until you ain't got me. What? Nigga, there are terms. Vagabond. What's the other one? When your shield is depleted, your fire rate is increased, your reload speed is increased.
Yeah.
When your shield's void, when your shield is depleted, you get extra melee damage. I mailed one to Tanisha today. This is what it read for the anointment. On action skill end, on action skill end, melee damage is increased by 200%. When shield is depleted, melee damage is increased by 80%. So, if she does her action skill and her shield gets knocked off, she can run up to somebody and go, die!
Yeah. For real. For real.
That's 280% melee damage on a Mara.
Bam. Yeah, they gone.
That's not including any of Amara's actual melee skills or passives, none of that extra shit. That's just the shield. Because you know your weapons could have melee damage on action skill end is 100% something too. Right. So let's say the weapon she has says melee skill, action skill end 100%. That's 380% with a punch.
With a punch.
With a punch from Amara.
Yeah, Amara's punches is lethal.
Have you seen that bitch's biceps?
Yeah, her melees is lethal.
She has a special end tree where she has a melee. If she has charged it up, her melee does this weird jump thing where she just can shoot to the person and hit them. Like zap.
Bam. Yeah.
She becomes a bullet. The whole point of throwing the rock, throwing a bullet, is that you are hitting someone far away from you. She can do that with her hands.
With her hands.
Then she got a thing that if she kills somebody, joint pop off and find the next person. Then she got a thing which isn't just her thing. Like anybody can find it, out for a walk, bitch, where somebody shoots you, joint pop off and find the person that shot you. So I was always like this. Eventually I'm gonna build her up with out for a walk, bitch. And when people shoot me, the thing's gonna shoot them. And I'm gonna shoot people and melee people. And then when I kill that person, the thing's gonna find the next person. So it's always gonna be fire out on the field.
Yeah.
Don't start none, won't be none. But how many times have you ever been in a situation niggas did not start none? I have found that people love starting. They don't love the middle, they don't love the end. They love to start it though. And they will always, always take the credit. Which credit? The good credit. The bad credit goes to the pirate. The pirate is normally the person you should back up. The ninjas. The underdog. There's a reason why it's called underdog. Why do people even back up the underdog? Why is it even termed for underdog? Well, I'll explain it. It's very simple. History is written by the victor, and normally the victor is the person that you should not vote for. Why? The good guy normally does not win. Watch history. Actually go back and look at the History Channel. actually read these books. Now, I'm not against white people. I do not like white Americans. And that's not me being anti-KKK. Like, I don't like the KKK because they stupid. But what I'm saying is, I don't like white Americans. Anybody in America who's like, I'm white, I'm like, well, what are you? And they go, I'm white. I'm like, yo, I don't really like that person. Because I know I'm not black. I could say I'm black, but I know I'm not black. I'm Dominican, Haitian, German, Roman Catholic. What is Roman Catholic? Any race that ever joined. So just trust me, once you're in, you're in.
Okay.
At best, I'm 4 different pieces of things that should not fit together. But those 4 things are together in one spot. So, Dominican, Haitian, German, Roman Catholic. Now that we've stated these weirdnesses, these completely opposite vertices, calling me black is stupid. Because Dominicans and Haitians will fall under Latino, and Germans and Roman Catholics are obviously white. I just happen to be black enough to fit the profile. Look, man, melanin is awesome. If you ain't got none, get some. Ain't you ever watched nobody tan or heard those documentaries about how motherfuckers, I'm addicted to tanning. You ain't addicted to tanning. You just have enough money to try and get some melanin. Because motherfuckers that are poor are not addicted to tanning. They're addicted to heroin or crack or speed or meth or some other cheap drug. Definitely not cocaine.
Definitely not cocaine.
No, man. Ain't nobody in the world said, I'm addicted to cocaine because I am in this horrible position. Life sucks. No. They got addicted to cocaine and got into a horrible position and life sucked. But you didn't establish a cocaine addiction from life being bad. Who the fuck were you hanging out with that had that much cocaine? If life was that bad, you weren't hanging out with them. Because life was not that bad. Why? Cocaine's expensive, my nigga. That shit is awesome. Cocaine is better than any other drug ever. You lose weight, cleans your teeth. You have situations you shouldn't have it in. You got energy when you won't have it. That shit's like what Fin wanted to be until it started killing people. And then, if you are addicted to cocaine, you know what's the worst thing that happens? Your nasal cavity opens up. You won't ever be congested again.
Oh, wow.
Case closed. Best drug on planet Earth, aside from marijuana. 1, because if I get caught on the street by a cop with some marijuana, it's gonna let me go. I get caught on the street with a cop with some cocaine, that's my ass. Bye, nigga. This nigga's got cocaine.
One, and it's based on a book about.
He's obviously a fucking kingpin.
It was boring. You're starting.
You could have a dime of cocaine on the street. Do you know you're going to whatever version of central booking they have, wherever you are? You are not walking away with cocaine. They don't want us to have cocaine. Yo, that's how I knew cocaine was the rich people drug. Because every other drug has eventually fallen off its level on the chart. Marijuana is about to be recreationally used.
I was gonna say, because I couldn't open up that box.
Yeah, and then it keeps fluctuating. The reason it keeps fluctuating is because I gotta reset the router but I'm so fucking lazy.
Oh.
You're not that lazy. I'm not. I am.
I'm not. I am. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not. I am. I'm not. I am. But anyway, so. I mean, you know, the Kennedys got rich from marijuana, and they got the presidency. So marijuana wasn't really going to go too far. That's why it's recreational use is coming up. People are lobbying it. It's happening. It's good. Man, everybody already using it. If anywhere they lobbied it good. You don't lobby anything within 50 fucking states. The ratification process, I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill. Remember that? Sesame Street?
He said Sesame Street. No, that was Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, yo, remember?
Yeah, I remember
I'm
Sesame.
just a bill.
But that wasn't Sesame Street, darling.
That wasn't Sesame Street?
That was the after school little thing. You know how they had them little
Yeah,
shows
but Sesame
after
Street
school.
played,
No.
and the after school thing played along with the Fox 45 network newsreel for that whole setup. They even
But
took
it
it off of
wasn't on Sesame
CPT for
Street.
that.
It wasn't on Sesame Street.
But look, let's just assume it was on any street. Who cares? Now that we have gotten past the street it was on, a bill on Capitol Hill doesn't just roll down from Capitol Hill and then get passed.
Oh, of course not.
So that any place in America has recreational marijuana means that enough people in the Senate, Congress, voted for it to pass through, because both sides get to vote against or for without telling each other. The vote is supposed to be secret and bullshit. We all know it's not secret.
You got the yays and the nays.
You got the yays and the nays. And of the two sides, they yay or nay it, and it's supposed to get through or not get through. So we now have recreational marijuana use because it got through.
Right.
Where? It doesn't matter where.
You got through.
It got through. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter what fucking state. It could have been in Hawaii. I'd have felt it even worse if it was in Hawaii, because motherfuckers love Hawaii. Hawaii is as exotic as you can get and still be in America.
Yeah.
Yo, they got brown people that are short that do dances and speak in different languages. As exotic as you can get, still be in America. Americans love Hawaii more than they love Guam. Why? Because have you seen how far away Guam is? Guam is pretty far.
It's far.
It's still one of our territories, not a state. And I figured that part out. I was like, I looked at the people, looked at the cultures, looked at things, and I was like, well, I wonder why Guam didn't become a state instead of Hawaii. And I realized it. Simple. We can sail a boat straight to Hawaii and nobody can shoot that boat. We cannot sail a boat to Guam without having to go past a bunch of friends, enemies, territories. Case closed. That it is a territory everybody's accepted, it's cool. But it ain't a state. Why not? Because once you start to say that's a state, your geography changes a bit. Hawaii ain't really stepping on nobody's toes. It's in the middle of the circle of fire. Nobody gives a fuck about the circle of fire. For as long as the Illuminati have existed, everybody knows that the great monster will open its mouth there and fire the flame first. What? 7-headed dragon eats woman, baby. Revelations. Judeo-Christian. Okay. 7-headed dragon. How many super volcanoes are there in the circle of fire? 7. There aren't 7. Yes, there are. 7 super volcanoes, little offshoots coming from them. If you knew these things at the time that these people wrote these books, you had either known the future or you were from the future trying to describe it to somebody in the past. Watch out. Mother Nature is going to give birth to a new baby, and the seven-headed dragon is going to try and eat it. There's not a seven-headed dragon on our planet. Yes, there is. There are 7 gigantic volcanoes. One of them's already exploded. Come on, everybody remembers Krakatoa. That's a name in video games these days now, Krakatoa, and people don't remember why Krakatoa means anything anymore because they don't remember why anything means anything anymore. It doesn't need to mean anything, it just needs to be memed. Meaning has been lost to memeing, but Krakatoa exploded, and when Krakatoa exploded, they heard it around the world. It's in the Bible. It's in every Bible. They're all the Bible. They're just different religions, versions, languages, descriptions of the same events from alternate perspectives.